leadership matters. Now, leadership is the fuel for team growth. People don't follow system, they follow your strength. And that strength is you. Your influence is your capital. You either build on it right, and your income follows. People don't follow systems, they follow leaders. Your influence determines your income. How many influence do you have is what determines your income. Now, one of the things we're going to be looking at tonight, just as I've said earlier, everything rises and falls on leadership, whether in your house, in a business, in a church, call it, name it, it all falls and rises on leadership. That leads to my next slide on what I call vision. Please, Leader Ushua, sorry, yeah, thank you, vision. As a leader, but before I talk about vision, let's quickly define a vision. Now, different people with different belief system, but let me just, yes, a very simple definition about vision. What is vision? Vision is being able to see farther than your eyes can look. To see not just what is, but also what can be, and to make it a reality. That is vision. Let me come again. What is vision? Vision is able to see farther than your eyes can look. To see not just what is, but also what can be, and to make it a reality. Vision is also foresight based on insight with insight. The insight is HIND. I come again. Vision is foresight based on insight with insight. Now, why am I saying this? Is because if you do not have vision, you cannot become self-sufficient. You cannot do much in, not even just in this business, in any area. Because vision must be what motivates you as a leader. If you are moved, you are okay because the market is fine. So when the market is not fine, what happens? You'll be down. But what keeps you motivated is vision. As a leader, I believe strongly that everyone in this call meeting is a potential leader. So because you are a potential leader, it is very important for you and me to have a vision of where we are going to. How many team members do you want to have? How much do you want to make as your trading capital? Are you only move when the market is doing well? Or you are only fine when everything is pumping? What do you do when the market is down? You see, what will keep you above and what will keep you on focus is this thing I call vision. 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 If you don't know where you are going, you cannot lead. People all next to post. 1 month you don't post. Vision. My question to you tonight is, what is your vision for Royal Chief? What is your vision for your financial freedom? What is your vision concerning your finance? I'm talking about finance because that is why me and you are here. What is your vision? What is your vision for the next 1 year in this business? in your financial, what is that vision you have? Because until you set the vision, cannot see. No one walks with a vision that is not clear. No one walks with a vision that is not clear. So as leaders, I must commend you that I must beg our indulgence that we must have a vision for this business. We must follow this business with vision, not move with what only it is right now. Because why? Vision is far than what you can see. Vision is not always the now, it's always the future. What is the future of cryptocurrency? Don't be so quick with now. Let me tell you something very important. Nobody ever becomes something worthwhile now. It takes time. It takes vision. It takes leadership. It takes focus. It takes peace of mind. It takes patience. It takes focus. It takes consistency. Those are the things we need as leaders. As leaders. I'm going to wrap this section with a story. I'm going to just talk about, I believe many of us know CZ. CZ is the founder of Binance. But not only him, he also has a co-founder, which is a female. A lot of us don't know about that woman. If you do a bit research, you'll know there's a woman that is a co-founder with him. That woman, I think she must be a very quiet person, but she must be a very technical person. CZ, or is popularly known as Chepeng, his name is a China name. Chepeng. Joshua, you can help me if you can call it very well. This guy came from a normal background. I may not want to talk too much deeply, but I'll just bring some insight about his background because I have to do some checks on his background. He didn't come from a very wealthy background, just a normal background, but his father was educated. His mother too was a bit educated. This guy, so he was from China. At some point, his parent had to relocate to Canada. So he had to also relocate to Canada with them. And when he relocated, there was nothing he was doing as a then. So the best thing was to go and work in a normal place. Like he worked in McDonald's where he was washing dishes. He also worked in fuel stations, gas stations in that places. But this guy had a vision. He had a goal to be financially free. Sections, he had what we call resilience. Now, he had the opportunity to work in different tech company, and like that. Until somebody reached out to him and told him about Bitcoin. And that was when Bitcoin was just coming out. And the guy heard about this. He heard about it and he said, I think this is it. And he followed his instinct, just like many of us as follow our instinct. Many of us, the reason why we are here is because we believe that cryptocurrency is going to change our life. And it would do. This guy followed his passion. As at then, he had worked for a while. He had worked in different companies. So he had acquired a bit of things like house and stuff like that. He sold his house to fund his vision. He sold, not even just sold, he had to leave his current job that he was doing and started this thing, put all his life on it. And at some point, cryptocurrency is not all the time is rosy. It's in problem for him. He didn't have a job. He didn't have a house. It was a big problem. At some point, his mother was even insulting him and saying, you are stupid. Why will you do such a thing? But the guy, because this guy has a vision, he had what I call vision. As at then, over $1 million, they invested in cryptocurrency. That was the beginning. But that was after the investment. Cryptocurrency is always a phase where it says where we have the bear season, we have the accumulation, we have the halving, and we have the bear season, which we're about to see this 2025. And then the market rose. Everything he thought he lost, he regained it back. And then that was how it began for him. And that was where, from there, we now had what we call Binance. Many of us have Binance here. CZ is the founder of Binance. Now, when they started Binance, he had gotten some money, but it was not still enough for them to get started. They needed more money. And then he was able to do what we call the ICO, initial coin offering, and then spoke to a lot of. So then he didn't even had much influence in the tech company, but he was able to do it, and they got Binance started. And that was when I knew it was binary and finance. That's with the word Binance. Now, from there, money started coming. And in less than few months, yes, they had gotten so much money that they now become one of the top exchanges in short period of time. Short period of time. Now, today, CZ is one of the richest guy in cryptocurrency. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's the number 2 or he's the number 1 in cryptocurrency. Now, why am I saying all this, and why am I using the story of CZ? Because CZ really demonstrates a person that has vision. Even though the things he was going through temporary was there, it didn't allow you to weigh him down. It didn't allow the external factor and the external factor to bring him down. He focused on the vision. Me and you have vision of where we are going to. Of financial freedom. Stay on it. Focus on it. Keep building. Keep sharing the opportunity. Never get tired. Let me tell you something. If CZ had given up, no one could have heard about Binance. So if you give up, your name might not be heard, but I know you will not give up. I know you will not give up. So I want to use this opportunity to say, have a vision and stay to it. And I know your vision will speak for you. So at this moment, I'm just going to hand it over to Leader Oshwari to take it over from there. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. That's an amazing presentation. That's a very good one. I just want to say that when you are about to embark on a very amazing journey, there will be setbacks. But before I would likely share my own setback, I would like to call on Leader George. I believe Leader George also have a story to tell about his setback, about how he didn't give up and how he got here. So Leader George, please can you unmute your mic and tell us your testimony.
Good evening. Are we talking? Is it testimony day? Okay. You're all welcome.
No, it's not
my name
testimony, but what do we how do we call it? You know what I mean, anyways.
Okay. You're all welcome to today's Zoom. Today's Zoom it's a kind of motivation about the business, because in the last 2 months we have seen market being down, and some people that were active. There was one guy, Oluchat. That guy was so active, as in he was posting every day. But immediately there was this crypto was just dull for 2 months. I stopped seeing him. So we said, okay, let's do this. Let's do today's Zoom to be about what crypto, as in the other side of crypto, because there's what we call the bear season. Bitcoin can this year, maybe before 2 months, 3 months, gets to 120, 130, 140. But it will not continue like that when bear season sets in. Because people who want to buy cars, people who want to build house, people who take profit. That is what we now call the bear season. That is when coin starts going down. What people will not tell you about the business is that there comes a time that everywhere will be dry, so dry. Bitcoin will start moving from, even if it's reached $200,000 or $180, it will start going down. It can go down by 60% or 65%. And imagine, you know what will happen to altcoins when Bitcoin goes down by 65%. So all through 1 year, it can use it. Now we just experienced just 2 months. So this class is just to motivate you that anything. That is why we say plant. The 2 months when crypto was just down, we were saying be active. We have seen people, mostly Nigerians, doing this business the wrong way. We have seen mostly Nigerians doing this business the wrong way. Like today now that coin started going up, that is when there was registration. Now imagine you want as a farmer during the planting season, you did not introduce someone to come and plant. Do you know when you want to introduce someone in harvest? That time you went to take profit. That is when someone now saw you, you now introduce the person to that. Whereas you know that that season is harvest. The person cannot, even the person come and start planting, the person will have to wait. The person will be delayed till another planting season. So I want us to understand something. That period that crypto is down, that period that everywhere is dry, that is the period you should be active. That is what I was saying on the group today. When crypto is dull, when crypto is going down, when you see that your $200 capital has reduced to $100, that is when you should be active in the business. Is it that you are adding capital? Is it that you are adding more capital, or you are introducing the business to someone? You must do any of the two things. If you don't want to do the two, you must do one. You must be active. That is when you should be introducing cryptocurrency, telling people about cryptocurrency, that period. It is not when you are happy and you have taken profits, you are large, you are happy with your trades. That is when you now introduce the business to someone. What the people will not tell you that there will come a time in the BS, they call it BS season, and it can run for 10 months. Coins will be going down. Bitcoin now that you see might reach 150, 200, and it will start dropping. Maybe it might drop to like 80,000 from 150 or 160, anywhere it reach the peak, and people take profits, and the bear season enters, which is we experienced our own in December of 2021. And it ran through January, February of 2022 till January of 2023. That is when Bitcoin it fell down to 15,600. Bitcoin from 96,000 fell down from December, November ending, December early, and fell down from 96,000 all through 2022 to 2023 January, 15,600. From there, Bitcoin started increasing in what we have today. So you see, in that period, nobody will want to even mention cryptocurrency, but it's part of the business. So it's better you plan ahead. That is why we say if you want to go hard now that is the bull season, make your profits, buy the land or the car, so that when that period come, what consume me, I've already bought my car. So all through 2022, what consume me is I'll be looking at my car. So the period that Bitcoin was down in the bull season, you already know that this is the bull season. That is when you should be gingered. It's not a time that you should go and sit down. It's not a time that you will go and relax. What people will not tell you, there will come a time in bear season that you will not be making profits. That season, Bitcoin will be retracing down. And you might be making small subbing for those that for those that are trading good coins, good community coins, and for those that can cover at least 80 to 90% deep. These are the people that will make profit all through that bear season. So that is why you need to hustle now to gather enough capital, enough profits, so that your trades, your community coins, your trades that you are trading, you will know that yes, I have enough capital that can take 80% deep, and you set it. So you know that all through the bear season, where coins will just be going down, you too, you'll be making, your robot will still be trading for you. So that is what other people will not tell you. We are telling you here. But in 2022, if I had given up, if I had said, this market, so many of us gave up in 2022. It was in 2022, I had to remove some of my capital and go and do almost, I went to do a Ponzi scheme and they ate everything. And I came back to Royal Q and started learning. That is when we started learning what margin calls are. So we started learning, and 2023 markets pulled up and we started enjoying. So the business is not ice cream. It will not be always rosy. You saw what happened in crypto today, yesterday, today. You saw the bull run. That is how when bull run starts, you can experience this momentum for like 1 month. Imagine what happened today, happen every day for 1 month. So many people will cash out millions. Those that have taken the business serious in the bear, in that time that crypto was down 2 months ago, or anytime crypto will be down, those that took it serious. Not those that will only be active when crypto is doing well. If you are active when crypto is doing well, is it you want to add capital when Bitcoin has increased to almost 118? You want to buy the dip? You want to buy the pump? You are supposed to buy the dip. That time that people were saying, crypto is down, crypto is frustrated, that is when you should hustle money to buy. You don't hustle money when people are taking profits. You don't hustle money to add to your trade when people are making profits. Okay, is it harder that I've done almost 30-something% or 20-something% today that you want to now start trading? So many people gave up in 2022. I had one of my leaders is in V3. He gave up in 2022, that beer season. Heaven knows that if he has continued being serious with that account, that is account V3 account, he should have been approaching V4, because all through 2023 we experienced Bitcoin moving, coins was pumping. That was when I started building my house. He used Royal Q to marry a V3. He allowed that V3 account to expire and they deleted it. He used Royal Q money to marry. He's a V3. But in 2022, he abandoned the business because of that BS season. So you have to prepare your mind for what is to come. If it's 5 community coins, you have been able to gather enough capital, build up the margin call so that it might cover up to 80-90% for the BS season. This bull season, if it starts and it's consistent, it will only last 2 to 3 months. Then almighty Bitcoin will start falling. Another cycle will start again. So, but remember, Bitcoin, some people have predicted Bitcoin to reach $500,000. So if it falls down to 85 all through 2026 BS season, remember, there must be 2027, like 2023, that coins will start pumping back again. So you should know that this business is a cycle. It is in a cycle. It's not a Ponzi scheme. This business is in a cycle. So make use of it. I know a lot of people made profits today. A lot of people is today they are able to activate some persons. I wonder the new person will trade today. If that person came last week, if you have activated that person last week and the person trades SRP or Solana or ADA or Bitcoin, the person must have been in massive profits today. So you should know what, if you give up, this Zoom is all about telling you that yes, it's to prepare you so that you don't give up, because when you give up, the things you are supposed to achieve in the future, you might not achieve them through Royal Q. If I have given up in 2022, okay, Bitcoin is not even moving, it's still going down, IPC have hit my almost 1 point something million, let me just give up. I will not be a landlord today with 3 tenants. That time, there comes a time that you will not, in a week, you will not even make up to $1. In a week, you will not make up to a V4 account, you will not make up to $1 in a week. It has so bad. So it's only favor those that have enough margin calls. That period favors those that have a lot of margin calls. So that will be my time. Thank you. Elisha, you can take it up on me.
All right, thank you so much, Leader George. I believe that if Leader George had quitted, he wouldn't have built his house. And I would like to reference CZ's story. I think CZ's story in the crypto space is one of the stories that I think I always look at, I resonate with a lot. It's one of the stories that inspires me, because for me, it's like I see someone, they sold everything they had and they believed in a particular thing. CZ sold everything he had because he believed so much in cryptocurrency. And myself, that I didn't even take that much of a big risk. Okay, it's not like I sold any of my belongings. Why should I quit? If someone, sold everything they had and the market, of course, went down, because there obviously will be setbacks. There's no business that is all sweet and rosy. You will definitely have things to say. You have drop down, there will be slow times, you will have setback, and that's what differentiates you from every other person. The fact that you do not give up, that's what is going to differentiate you from every other person, your consistency. So imagine myself that I didn't take that much of a big risk, and then I give up on cryptocurrency. I would have been losing a lot, that's the truth. I had so many reasons, or we all here, all of us here, we have so many reasons to quit, actually, that's the truth. You know, this meeting is really about telling it as it is. I know a lot of times we talk about our wins. Yes, we have wins, amazing wins. It's not like we don't have testimonies. We do have testimonies, but also aside the testimonies, I think we should also be able to talk about our slow days, our setbacks, so that we can inspire other people. Because I believe that one of that CZ story, talking about how he started and the setback he experienced, was also something that got me inspired. And anytime the market goes down, I just look at it like, okay, cool. It's something that one of the richest person in cryptocurrency has experienced. So it's definitely normal. So when I started my Royal Q journey, which obviously involves also cryptocurrency in 2021, I also experienced a lot of setbacks. And I believe that there will be more setbacks, obviously. But of course, the testimony is going to be more than, the setbacks, definitely. But that's because you do not quit. That's because you do not quit. There are days that it will be very hard. I promise you that. There are days that it will be very hard. There are days you would not want to show up. We as leaders, we are human beings. There are days I do not want to show up. There are days that I don't want to even show up at all for my team members. But I have to do that, or we have to do that, because, well, that's what we do. Most of the times we have to keep our personal lives aside. Your team member is going to message you for a problem and you have to solve it. I remember one time that one of coin that I was trading, they delisted one of my coin, and I was all in my mood, and then a team member is messaging me, asking me to solve his problem. I'm like, what? I'm going through it right now. But I feel like we need to call it like how it is. We have setbacks in every business. In 2021, I started trading cryptocurrency with Royal Key. It was beautiful because at the time it was the bull season. Okay, in 2021, September, it was really, really beautiful. I mean, coins were going crazy. Coins were pumping every day, almost every day. Of course, there are corrections. Coins can correct like maybe 20% down, but in a few days, they are back up, pumping, like doing like 50, 70, 100. They don't stay down for long. So yeah, it was really amazing, to start the business and then you are making profit. And all of a sudden, you notice that there's the bear season and you're like, what is happening? I'll tell you that I was in 18 trades in deep, if not 20. I think it should be around 20 trades in deep. It was so crazy to me, but I'm just going to keep it short. I don't want this to be so long, but I will tell you for a fact that because of the amazing functions that Royal Q have, and because of the fact that I didn't give up, also I had Leader George, even after the whole of 2022, I'm going to be very, very honest. The whole of 2022, I didn't make money. I didn't make money at all because at the time, all my coins were in deep. I didn't make money at all. But there's something that I thought to myself, I believed in the robots. But at the time, I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't know how to use it very well, but I believed in it. I was in deep shit, but I still believed in it. So yeah, that dip happened in November of 2021, just few months getting into the trading. I think like 2 or 3 months that I started trading cryptocurrency. That's when we moved from bull season to bear season. So from November up until 2022, I wasn't making profit, but there was something I, thought to myself, which leader judge was always checking up on me. I told him, I said, he thought I gave up. I'm like, I cannot give up on cryptocurrency, and also I can't even give up on Royalty. I know Royalty have something amazing for me, but I need to re-strategize. I need to go back to the drawing board. I need to learn about this. So I started attending Zoom meetings every day. I watch videos. I attend Zoom meetings. I watch at least one video, be it cryptocurrency or knowing how to use the robot. I wasn't making profit. So it's funny to me when a lot of people will say the market is now, I cannot come to Zoom. I was not making money at all. And I was always showing up in Zoom meetings. Now, this is the same Zoom meeting that helped me with the knowledge. And I started replenishing my coin. Thankfully, Royalty have that amazing function, okay? And I'm going to say this, one by one, each coin after each coin, I replenished all those coins and I came out in profit. It took a lot. It took me a lot, but I'll tell you that all those trades, I came out of all those trades, all of them in profit. If I replenish coin A, sometimes, of course, I'll be stuck after replenishing the coin. The market's going to go down again, but I'm going to wait. From coin A, when I finish with coin A, I go to coin B. From coin B, I go to coin C. From coin C, I go to coin. That was how I replenished all my coins. So yeah, my robot expired. And then in 2020, ending of 2022, I reactivated my robot. And ever since then, I have never stopped. I have kept going. And 2024, I got to V3, So it's amazing to know that if I had quitted at the time where it was hard, I won't be here talking about this testimony. And I know for a fact the blessings I have gotten from not quitting. So yes, we are here to tell you that there will be times that are hard. I promise you, there are times that are so, so hard. But don't quit. Like Leader Temitope said, don't give up. I promise you. If Leader George had given up also, he wouldn't have built his house in 2024. So please, that's what I have to share today. That yes, for every business, there are going to be very hard times. But there's something I want us to also know. Once this bull season starts, and I say this, if this bull season starts and it goes the way it goes the way we envision, I promise you 2 months is enough. I knew how much I was making back in 2021 when it was the bull season, even though I had no knowledge, zero knowledge. I knew how much I was making with that in that 2-3 months that I started where it was the bull season. It was crazy. The experience was so, so crazy. 2-3 months is enough for you if you know what you are doing to make so much money. That's why you need to know how to use this robot effectively. It's not when the market starts to pump. That's when you start running up and down, helter skelter, and start saying, oh, teach me this, teach me that. No, you should be ready now. And that's what I did. I got prepared, I got ready. And when I activated my robot again, I never looked back at all. Even though there was still, of course, setbacks, I never looked back. So yeah, that's my story of how I never gave up. So thank you so much, Leader Temitope. Please, you can take it. Yeah, about them.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. Hello. Am I
Yeah, I
still
said you can
audible?
pick it up.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Joshua, for that amazing testimony. My testimony is plenty. It's plenty. But I'm not going to say much. Yeah, I'm just going to summarize it because for every success story, there's always a story behind it. Everyone has a story. Our story cannot be the same. But one thing that is certain is keep moving, keep pushing. When I started Royal Q, the money I had, all the money I had was not even up to $50. All the money I had was not up to $50. But when I saw the opportunity, I know this is it. This is the opportunity. This is the opportunity. And I stayed on it. I learned on it. I borrowed money to get started when I got started. Yeah, I borrowed money. And by the end of the year, I had returned the money back. Were they deep? Absolutely, they were deeps. Were they times of, are you sure this is going to work? There were times like that. Were there times that the market went so crazy? There were times like that. But I still kept persisting. I still kept moving. I never allow it to weigh myself down or allow it to weigh me down. One thing I just want to say is if you must succeed in anything, you have to go through some experience. The positive and the negative are part of the experience. They are part of the experience. I will just stop here because my story is still in the process. It's still, just like somebody said, it's still on the fire. It's yet to burn. But I know it will be clear and it will be sound. So I don't know if there's any other leader that has any other thing to say. So she can take it from there. If Floxy Baby or any other person or Mr. P.
What
Thank you.
about leader OBO? I mean, OBU.
Okay, little OBO, it's in
Yeah,
the house.
now.
In the house.
All right, do we have any question, please? Or any leader has any other thing to say? Please, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, okay? Before we round up, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. And also, I would just like to add that, of course, there are days where you don't want to. You can always contact a leader and you can tell them, oh, I lack motivation. And trust me, we can jump on a call with you and motivate you. Because, yes, we also know that sometimes it's not, every time it's not complain. You can just call and say, I need motivation. Somebody should motivate me, Yeah, that can work. I remember a few days ago, Leader Temitope was asking me, but do you think this bull will run? So, yeah, you can also drop it on the group. Somebody should motivate me. I need motivation. Sometimes we might just need motivation, to just get along the day. And of course, there will be plenty of motivation. We have a lot of motivation to give. Do you have any question? You can unmute your mic or use the chat and ask for motivation for where them they make money. Yes, now. Of course, so you might need motivation. There are times like losing trade capital or the hard time is just not making profit. Yeah, the hard time is just not making profits. You're not trading futures now. The hard time is not just making profits. markets might just be down, and all the markets can just go down, you know, and you might not just be making profits. But because you are trading on spots, of course, you have to just be patient and wait for when the market is going to start pumping, and then you start making profits. I was trading XRP, which is sold today. Gave me, I think I made at least over $70 from it today on that one trade, XRP. I've been on that coin for like maybe a month. Yeah, been on that coin for like a month. It's been running for like a month. So yeah. Do you have any other question? Or more? It's more inspiration. It's more inspiration. Me, I need to. All right. So since we do not have any other question, would like to round this meeting. I hope that you took something today, or you learned something. Or like I would say, if it's motivation you need, because we all need motivation. Me too, I need motivation. If you care to check up on leaders sometimes, you know, just check up on, because some of you, it's only when you have issues, can just check up on us. How are you doing today? Are you fine? You know, it's not waiting for leader judge to always check up on you people. You can check up on us too. We too, we are human beings now. So yeah, if it's motivation you need, you can also indicate. We'll put a call to you. If you don't feel like it, we put a call to you, we speak to you, we motivate you to keep your spirits high. I believe that the market is already doing amazingly well, and we hope that it continues to do so, because US is going to cut down interest rate, I think, next week or so. I believe that is going to make the market also more bullish. So we are going to be seeing more greens. Checking up on Millionaire. We want to say. check up on us. So check on below. Say, how are you? How are you doing, leader? Are you okay? All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. I see all the consistent people attending meetings. That's how I was attending meetings that period, every day. You know, there was a time I even entered one meeting
I
that
think there's a question on the chat box.
I've answered it now. Which other question?
The one of losing trading capital.
I've answered it already. I've answered it.
Okay.
So yeah, there was a time that, you know, I was so desperate. We entered Zoom that they were not even speaking English. So all we know is that we were in a royal queue meeting. They were not speaking English. So yeah. So just keep showing up. This knowledge is going to help you for when the market is going to go boom. Okay, you are going to be very fast at what you do. You are going to enter you will know what to do immediately. You won't start asking your leaders, because leaders too, they are trying to make profit. Me, I'm trying to make profit. I'm trying to make use of the bull season, because it's not every day. It comes every once in 4 years. So try to learn these things. Attend Zoom meetings so that you learn. Thank you so much, everyone. And we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow we have our prospect meeting. Please invite, build a team. It's very important to build a team now, that before the market peaks. Before the market peaks is when you should build your team, so that once we get into the bull season, you will see amazing rewards. Not when you enter bull season, then you start trying to build. Of course, you can build anytime. Me, I build any season, but there are some specific people that will not build now. They are not building consistently now. But once the market starts pumping, that's when you see them. They are so serious in getting to V2. If you are a V1, try to get to V2 very soon. It is very important. Thank you so much, everyone, and we'll see us tomorrow. Please invite your prospects, and bye. Have a very, very amazing night. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.